Hi Gemini, this is going to be a timeless reading for you guys. You can apply it to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, or stellium. I'm going to get right into the reading. It is going to be split into 3 sections: general, love and relationships, and then career and finance. So whatever you need to hear across the board. I am going to get started with my angel numbers deck. Let's see what comes out for you guys here, Gemini. And then we will move on. General messages for Gemini at this time. What does Gemini need to hear at this time, Spirit? What does Gemini need to hear? Okay. So, 444 protection, 369 compassion, and 88 reward. So this is really interesting. I like the 444 and 88. I will say that right off the bat, just because when I see 8s, the card itself is reward. It was 1, 2, 3 on the time as I say that. But when I see 8s, it always reflects abundance, an influx of money or opportunities or success. You're just feeling more busy or more like momentum in your life as well in a positive way. And so with 444, I feel like there's going to be stability coming into your life that is going to come with an influx of opportunities, or your hard work is paying off in a way that's going to create more opportunities for yourself, you know? So if you've already been trying to kind of like make opportunities happen, or say you've been like putting yourself out there, or applying to a lot of jobs, or posting more on social media, or whatever it might be, really working hard at work, your numbers are up, and you're like, I feel like it's not paying off. Like, what am I doing this for if it's not going to pay off? And I think you guys just need to be a little bit more patient, because I do think it's going to pay off. But when it does, I feel like it's going to come with even more work. So I think you want to be mindful of that, like preparing. So in the moments where things are slow or down for you guys, recognize what you could be doing to prepare for it, rather than just trying to manifest, because adding more on your plate could actually be like a recipe for disaster if you aren't actually ready for that influx of, you know, whether it's new clients or responsibilities or whatever. So just recognize that. And it just feels like it's interesting with this compassion card. I am kind of sensing that this has to do with like someone you guys could be working with, or a coworker, or say your boss, or something like that. It almost feels like obviously there's a need to like give this person grace, or have compassion, try to be patient with someone. But at the same time, I also feel like there's a need to kind of assess whether or not like you can truly trust or rely on this person. And so I think that with the protection and reward, and they're both purple to me, that stands out as well, being in between this card, compassion, it does feel like there's a need to like trust your instincts about a situation or a person. Also, if that's something that's worrying you, say you guys are like, what's gonna happen about something. So earlier I was saying that you're like, oh, you know, this isn't working out, or, you know, if it's money's not coming in. But for some of you guys, it could also be like a person isn't, whether it's they're not showing up for you, or you just feel like they're not reliable, or they're not consistent or something. It feels like there could be a reason, but I also sense that like, I don't know, almost I'm getting that this situation of this person is like blocking your blessings, or they are just like, it's really interesting energy. It's like someone like it's like you can see why someone isn't stepping up, leveling up, doing what they need to be doing, working hard, pulling their weight, whatever it might be. But you don't have to allow it, you know, because then that's not fair to you, and it then kind of cuts into your blessings. That's what I mean by that. And so I think that for some of you guys, you can like be understanding toward people, but you don't have to include them in whatever you have to have going on. Like, you don't have to be so understanding that you kind of jeopardize what your goal is if you know that this person isn't going to be able to like handle the workload or keep up, or, you know, like, that's just what I sense. So this could be about a work collaboration or like a business partnership, or like for some of you, this could even be related to like school, you know what I mean? Like working with someone on a group project or something, needing to be mindful of, you know, maybe doing your own work or just focusing on your own, you know, like protecting yourself, because I just feel like you can't rely on this person. Okay, but also like you guys are gonna be successful, like money's gonna come in, like this isn't gonna stop you, you know what I mean? So that's what's good about this as well, is like I'm literally hearing it's like it's not gonna stop your shine, it's not gonna stop your growth, or, you know, slow things down for you basically. So that's good, Gemini. Let's move on, because I feel like I kind of lingered on that for a bit. What else does Gemini need to hear specifically in regards to love, Spirit? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's coming out with that message. It was weird, but what else does Gemini need to hear regarding love at this time? What the heck? Okay, so you have finality. I'm trying to like not reveal my reactions, because as a Gemini myself, I'm just kind of like, this is contradictory, but I gotta be objective. The first card here is finality, and it says farewells, leave behind, and closure. So I'm literally hearing that Craig David song where he's like, I'm walking away from all the troubles in my life, I'm walking away to find a better day. And that's what I'm seeing for you guys. This backpack also makes me think of the Fool card in tarot, like carrying a light load, minimizing what you're taking with you, releasing attachments, and moving forward. The card from a distance also looks like finally, so it also feels like you're finally moving on from something, like finalizing something, finally closing out a chapter for good, which is great. So some of you guys are finally walking away from a person, or with me saying all the troubles in my life with those lyrics, it feels like it could be certain like patterns or dynamics as well, like you're walking away from types of people or types of relationships, you know, because it feels kind of like breaking a cycle. And then you have perspective, which says better off, happiness, and clear headspace. So doing this is gonna make you better off basically. And I think that it's going to bring a lot of clarity and just like make you feel a lot more at peace. And I think a lot of like, if you guys have been feeling any turmoil or stress, or I'm also hearing like if you've been feeling less than in any way, that's going to change. You're going to start to gain your confidence back, and you're going to start to just feel more like grounded and focused, because this person or this situation isn't stressing you out. Because I think for some of you guys, with me saying finally and this card being about closure, you guys for a long time were waiting for this person, or it was like an on and off again thing, or, you know, it just feels like you were in a cycle with someone and it wasn't changing, and you're finally realizing like, I'm better off without that person, and it's time to move on. And so at first when I saw the cards come out, I only saw this next card and this first card together, and that's why I was like, huh? But it's beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. And so for some of you guys, it could be that you are not necessarily done with this cycle. You know, if I'm being honest, we're all at different pages of our growth, of our healing, of acceptance. And so I think for some of you guys, you are maybe prone to still going back to this person. But I think that you are being encouraged to move in a new direction and see what else is out there for you. I think it's really important that you don't just focus all of your energy on this person and give this person your all, especially if they aren't doing the same thing. I think for many of you, you need to like, you owe it to yourself to connect with new people and to see what else is out there. It feels like a completely fresh start. It feels like no more going back to people from your past and like being fully open to new connections, because I think someone new could be coming into your life and there's real chemistry, and it feels like this could be a good little thing because you have chemistry here. It says attraction, spark, and passion. For some reason I'm hearing summer, so with these sparklers it makes me think of 4th of July. It could also be New Year's, but I'm hearing sooner and I'm feeling warmth. So summer, it could be like you meeting someone out and about, like at an event while you're socializing, or just somewhere unexpected is almost what that feels like. Attraction, spark, passion. But attraction also just made me think of like an amusement park or something. So like you're at an attraction, say you're at a show or an event or something. That's what I sense. So you're going to be connecting with someone new, and I think that's going to be the new beginning for some of you guys. And many of you may be tempted to go back, but I think it's probably best, and I think even it's best to move forward because you have that better off, And I like that this card is yellow and this card is green. It makes me literally think of new growth and like fertile energy. And so, yeah. I think something's like dying off, or, you're finally like shedding those people or even just that skin, that old energy, those old identities, and you're moving into this new chapter. I feel like a lot of the people you associate with, the relationship that you end up in, the people you hang around or whatever, I think it's all going to be different. You're not really going to be hanging out with who you used to hang out with for a lot of you guys. So I know that this is romance, but it feels like as air signs, your like social groups or your environment has a lot to do with your romantic partners as well. So, yeah, I think that that's about it in regards to love, Gemini. Let's move on to career and finance. What does Gemini need to hear regarding career and finance, Spirit? What does Gemini need to hear at this time regarding career and finance? Anything that Gemini needs to hear at this time regarding career and finance? Okay. I don't love that. Okay. This card wanted to come out reversed. I'm going to leave it upright, but it definitely was like this when I picked it up, kind of like this. And so be careful of who you trust, because you had this card come out too. That's why I said I don't really love this energy. Be careful of who you trust, who you let lead you down the wrong path. It could be in regards to a financial opportunity, someone who is making it seem like they have your best interest at heart and they're really working against you or trying to prey on you, on your lack of knowledge or experience. It feels like this person could know that you are like lacking direction in some way or need support in some way, and they could try to take advantage of that. So be careful. This could also be like multiple people, to be honest. And then what I'm also seeing vice versa, Gemini, is people who are trying to use you by making it seem like they need your support, like taking advantage of you, exaggerating their needs or whatever it might be, almost in a very codependent, opportunistic, manipulative way. You know what I mean? I do not know why I just got the reference to Saltburn. So if some of you guys have seen it, like, I'm not going to give it away because I will if I try to explain what I'm channeling. But if some of you guys have seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm picking up on the themes of Saltburn. And of course, I have to say this just so in case you guys do go and watch it or you have seen it, I'm not picking up on straight up murder, but I'm picking up on someone who is trying to take advantage of your kindness or your generosity or your willingness to, be supportive to them in some way. So this could be family or friends, this could be clients or like business relationships, like people who are trying to exploit you as well. So just keep that in mind. The other message that I'm getting here is that as you guys spend more time in isolation and away from any negative energy in your life, so these snakes over here, you are going to feel a lot more clear-headed. There's a need to find the right people, the people who are truly reliable, and the people who you feel like stick with you through thick and thin. And that's this energy here. So I'm seeing multiple messages. This is obviously a light at the end of the tunnel reference, and so this does feel positive to me as well, but just the fact that it was trying to come out reversed made me think about being led astray. But I do think that you guys are very discerning. Obviously, this person sensed the snakes. They're not close enough yet, but they sensed them and shone the light in their direction. So you do have instincts. You guys do typically know what's up. So trust your instincts about people, about how you feel and what you should do about something, or how you should act upon something, or you know what direction you should go in regarding something. I think this is definitely about partnerships and learning who you can trust and who you do want to build with and go on that journey with, because it definitely can't be everyone. I'm also hearing everyone can't go. So like I said, if some of you guys are very generous, or you're constantly trying to like help other people or give other people like a leg up or opportunities, know that certain people are gonna squander those opportunities, or they're gonna why am I seeing like movie references for you guys? I'm also seeing a reference to the recent like Kong versus Godzilla movie. Again, if you haven't seen it, then I won't give away too much, but the little mini Kong, I don't even know what the little monkey's name is, but there's a little defensive monkey who keeps trying to sabotage Kong throughout the whole movie until they form a bond, and the whole time Kong is very like patient and calm with this monkey, and like, why are you being a dickhead? But like, this monkey is obviously coming from a place of like self-preservation and defensiveness and survival. And so that's kind of what this feels like, recognizing that some people are gonna kind of, you know, come at you the wrong way, or come at you in a way that may seem off-putting or like manipulative or whatever else, because they are coming from a place of scarcity. And so I don't know, I think that a lot of you guys need to recognize that. I do think this is about like, whether it's like people being on your level or people just having the same amount of like experience or resources as you as well. You don't want people coming to you with like in lack, you know, trying to take advantage of you or use you in any way, you know. I'm seeing the 6 of Cups in tarot as well, so it makes me think of like an equal give and take, an equal exchange, making sure that things are fair, and things like that, especially if this is regarding any business contract or any commitment that you're gonna make, you know. So I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I hope that this helped. If you did enjoy this reading, absolutely comment below, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. I'd really appreciate the engagement. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.